Well, I'm excited to introduce Miss Deborah Goode. She's with A Good Start Home Staging, and I'm excited just to tap into the knowledge that she has. So welcome, Debbie. How are you doing?
Oh, good, good. And I'm so glad to be here. I feel honored that you asked me to do this.
Well, I can't wait to just get in with our questions, and really thank you for letting us in with the insight of what you have to share today. So first of all, if people don't know who you are, I know a lot of us do, and you're part of our wonderful HSRA family. Can you let us know the area that you serve and how you even got into home staging in the first place?
Sure, sure. Well, it's been a lifelong dream, and I had to go a different direction when I was younger for financial and family reasons. But when I decided I was going to retire, and that was in 2012, I definitely said, this is where I'm going to fulfill my dream, and decided to lay the groundwork before I even retired by becoming a certified interior decorator, by becoming an accredited home stager. Unfortunately, not with you, but with somebody who's already folded. So, oh my gosh. Anyway, I've been doing this since 2008. I'm in the Annapolis, Maryland area, and we serve about 50-mile radius of the Annapolis area. So we can go to what they call the Eastern Shore on the other side of the Chesapeake Bay, or we can go to Southern Maryland. We can also go as far as some parts of Montgomery County. And but mainly we're in, we cluster into counties like I know we do all across the nation. And so I primarily am in Anne Arundel County.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And I know you have a thriving business there, and you've been able to serve a ton of people. And of course, coming out of crisis, how has this really made you pivot your business and thinking about, okay, we're going to hunker down here now, make the right decisions so we're strong and healthy as we move forward?
Right. Well, I think that we were all in a state of shock when we had to close down, but I had been thinking, I'm a very forward thinker, and I had been thinking about what we were going to do if this happened and we were shut down. Now, our governor decided that real estate was essential, and any services involving real estate were considered essential. Kind of surprising, but I understand the real estate industry is very important in this area as it is in most parts of the country. But so we just decided that we were going to go virtual on our staging consultations. So that is how we were going to try to pivot and accommodate the stay-at-home order, and also respect other people's, privacy, health, and everything by doing this remotely. And so I did it via Zoom. I had to do a little training on Zoom for myself, and it's still coming around, but I do FaceTime, and I also do Google Apps, which is the one that is for the Android phones. So I have done probably about half dozen of those and tried to get the word out via social media. I do a blog, a monthly blog, and I also try to, just have I have a mailing list of my realtors that I keep in touch with. I am very lucky to be part of some realtor groups as well. Real Producers Magazine has a group of the top 300 realtors in this area, and I'm a member of that organization. You basically are called a realtor partner, and you're partners with the magazine because you pay for the advertising. But in return, you are involved with the realtors in their different activities. So you really do get to connect with the top 300 realtors in this area, which to me has proved to be very good for me. So I am on 2 Zoom meetings a week with them, one with the partners and one with the realtors. I'm also a member of the Women's Council of Realtors, and so I'm active with them. So I think it's just all about increasing your awareness with the realtor and investor community. I think that serves you well. And I think, if you stay in front of them, they will remember you. And so I have continued to stage vacants only. I never really did too much of the occupieds except for the consultations. But now, like I said, I'm doing all this virtually. But the stagings, it has definitely slowed down here compared to other years. But we are still, staying busy. The thing I really had to pivot on was I had no assistants.
Mm.
They both decided that they didn't want to participate in any type of vacant staging, nor help me pack. So I am doing everything on that staging part. Thank God for my husband, who comes home from work, does some heavy lifting, and I have 2 wonderful moving assistants who have continued to work with me. So we are a team of 3 now, and we're trying to get everything done. And that's how we've had to pivot.
Well, that's great, and thank you for letting us look inside your business and just being open and real, because you're right. I mean, as business owners, we have to inform our teams and let them know what services we're still providing. We give them the option to participate. If they choose not to participate, we have to have the plan B. And so you have said, okay, well, if it's going to be, it's up to me. I'm going to get my hands dirty. We're going to rock and roll. We're going to continue to move forward. And you've been able to cut some of those costs as well.
Yes.
And, it's maybe allowed you back into seeing, okay, well, when we do hire, rehire, who am I looking for, and really getting those processes down in place so that you can train right from that grassroots effort. So that's so good.
Well, I'm hoping my 2 assistants will come back when they feel comfortable.
Yes.
But I may have to look for somebody else to help me in the meantime if they are still not comfortable in a week or 2.
Yeah.
Because obviously I've been doing this for 6 weeks, and I'm not a spring chicken. So thank God for my husband. That's all I can say, because he is really participating. What we've also done during this time is really just taken stock of maybe paring down some things, reorganizing our warehouse. He built some shelves. He also built some shelves down in I have all my accessories in my house, and my furniture is in a warehouse. So we've taken this time to kind of reorganize that. And so that has really been a good downtime for that. And I think I have really tried to also do something for myself. I've taken more workshops and seminars and had more time to really invest in myself.
Yes.
So I think, in a way it's been good. The other part is it's so tragic because, life is so not normal. Mm-hmm. And everybody's still afraid. In Maryland, there's still, the cases are still increasing. I think I heard 73,000 cases. And that's a lot. And I know a lot of it has hit, the people who are very vulnerable in this area. And so it's sad, but, it's maybe given us a chance to step back and kind of regroup and pivot.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Regroup and pivot, and you're using your time very wisely, which is so admirable to think about, valuable square footage. Many of us have warehouses, maybe, storage units, maybe space in basements or, other parts of our area,
right.
Our home. And so every little space matters, especially when you're paying for it. And many times, I know we've made the mistake in the past. I can think of 2 warehouses ago, 2 moves ago, and we had large, expansive warehouse, and probably 50% of the things on the shelf we never used. And it was just sitting there eating up space. So really, it's like your closet. It needs to be cleaned out. If you can either donate or bless someone with it, that's going to go further. Resell it. It's going to open up the space, and so you guys can continue to stay relevant. And I love that we're kind of an outlet for other people as well, to bless them.
Right now, I think everybody's a little afraid to take anything.
Right.
But that will change,
It will definitely change, and you know, there's so many ways that we can continue to move forward during this time. What about like your mindset? Have you been one? Have you surprised yourself in the way that you've reacted or responded to this, or has it been a situation where, you know, you're saying, okay, I've got to pivot. You know, I'm not going to have a time of just sitting back and thinking the sky's falling. But, you know, what has your mindset been during this time?
I've tried to remain very positive. I have a 97-year-old dad that I worry about, but I'm so blessed in that he's still living by himself on his own and not in a nursing home. I would be extremely worried about him then. But I have been very blessed with, I think, a positive attitude of, okay, we're going to pivot, we're going to adapt, and you know, and I'm not going to let this get me down. This too will end, and that I have seen some nice things in my neighborhood, people walking, getting exercise, saying hello to each other.
Yes.
Before this time, there hasn't been quite as much friendliness, shall we say. So, I mean, in that way, I think it's been a positive experience, certainly in the midst of a tragedy, nationwide, worldwide. But I think, you know, positivity is part of my demeanor. And I think that I just try to always stay positive and not look at the negative side of things.
You're so right. You always have a smile. You always brighten a room anytime we're together, and I appreciate that. And any final thoughts to our business owners and those watching today?
Well, I just think that positivity, like I said, is the key. Use this time to invest in your business and yourself in a different way. Stay in touch with realtors, and they are still out there and they're hungry, because at least in this area, it's low inventory. And so the realtors are really vying for listings and the few listings that are coming up. So they need I think now is a good time to establish really good relationships with realtors and investors and clients and prospective clients, and to invest in yourself and to see what you can do to make things better at this point in time.
That's
and just stay positive, because this will end.
That's right. Well, that's so good, Deb. I appreciate all of your words of wisdom there. You guys keep going, keep rocking. Can't wait to
Thank
see
you.
you in person soon. Hopefully sooner
Sounds
than later.
Okay, well, thank you, Jenna, again for the opportunity, and I hope I've helped somebody out there, because I think it's important to get some inspiration from others.
That's great. Well, thanks again.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.